welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where it's supposed to be on a couple of hours ago, midnight. I mean, this morning at midnight. This morning at midnight. Doesn't that sound funny? Past evening at midnight. This morning at midnight. It's this morning at midnight. We had a power failure. My God. I mean, I had guys, two construction guys working in my garage. We're insulating the garage or making a room, a separate room, so I can do my filming sometimes there and my smoking sometimes there. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, everything's gone. Everything. The whole neighborhood. The whole county. I figured, you know, what, we had a bit of snow, they freaked out. But no, we're equipped for the snow, but nothing happens. So it was out till midnight. I think it went off at 3:30 or something. I mean, I was, anyways, terribly sorry for that. It was out of my control. Can't do anything. Hydro-Quebec runs the world. Well, I'm saying. So look, we're gonna have the GMT November update. I just filmed the segment this morning as we speak today. This is happening today. So after this brief news report and apology, this is what's happening. Meandering Mike's in the house. Wojennik's in the house. We got something new from Lock and Load. Check it out. And did you people happen to see everything you wanted to know about war games but were afraid to ask with Artie on Artie's channel? The people from Noble Knight, 2 employees from Noble Knight came on and they were discussing possible union affiliation or backing, I don't know how you say it, at Noble Knight Games. And I didn't know they had like 100 employees, man. This is a biggie wiggy thing. You know, this is not family operated. Like, no way, 100 there? That's a big family. That's like a baseball league, not even a team. But anyways, check it out. There was some interesting discussions, and obviously when this union stuff happens between an old family-run business, it's probably still run like a family, you know, and it hasn't changed for, I don't know, eons. And things change, I guess, in this world, and, you know, there's always going to be conflict between the employees and administration and owners, if the owners are just like, you know, owners. Some owners don't care about their employees. Some owners do care about the employees. I don't know what the position is at Noble Knight, but I hope it's all good. And there's a hat. I think when you order from Noble Knight now, they've asked us to ask the people to put hashtag we roll together type thing. Go check it out. Go check it out on Noble Knight, and go check it out on everything you want to know about war games and were afraid to ask. I was on with Artie, Jess, not the Jess that you know, and my God, I forgot his name, but another guy, nice guy. And go check it out. It's a lot of fun, and that's about the news I have for today. It was the electrical thing. Don't forget Alan Dickerson's Sword and Steel or something like that. I forget about the game, but Stigler's game at the P500. Come on, let's get it out there. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Stiggy. And up next is the GMT monthly update. Have a good show. GMT monthly update for November 2022. Hiya, it's me, Dan. Look, I just had a power outage. I'm all messed up. My CPAP machine, this, that. Oh my God, help us, Lord. But nevertheless, let's go on with the GMT November update. And the first thing we're going to do is have the new P500 edition, or editions, I should say. And the first one I'm going to show you is a 18XX game with the funny title of Eastern United States, because I thought it was Europe. You know, EUS. For some reason, I'm thinking Europe, but it's not. So this is a new game from Greg Holton on the P500. Hey, that. And there's also the second edition of Mark Simonich's Stalingrad 42, Southern Russia, June to December 1942. Designed by Mark Simonich. I just said it. What do I have to look? For God's sake, man. Anyways, that's that for that. And something that I am extremely excited about is this one here. Away Team. The Voyages of the Pandora. Does that ring a bell? Hey, does that ring a bell? Ares magazine a long time ago? Well, this is a new game by none other than John Butterfield. Huh? For me, this blows my mind. So they give you a little blurb here, and it says, awaiting the voyages of the Pandora. 40 years ago, John Butterfield designed the voyage of the BSM Pandora. The groundbreaking solitaire paragraph-driven game from SPI. So I'm wrong, probably not from Ares, but whatever Ares was owned by SPI, I have no idea. Now John takes his branching narrative game concept into a new dimension with Away Team, The Voyage. The Voyages of the Pandora. Tell me that's not exciting. Huh? Tell me that's not exciting. Man. Okay, don't forget the merch. Don't forget to go get your GMT merch. And this month's merch is Charioteer, a game that I just got. And I'm going to be interviewing Matt Calkins. And isn't there an actor called Calkins? Something. I don't know. Maybe it's his brother or something. But that's pretty cool. The Charioteer. So, yeah. That's that for that. And what do we have? So the recent P500 editions, other than the three I just mentioned, are The Swords and Bayonets. That's a game by none other than, and I know this for a fact because we interviewed the guy, Alan Stegler Dickerson. Now, I'm happy. I'm happy because I like Stigler. Stigler's a buddy. You know what I'm saying? A buddy. He's everybody's buddy. Also, Decisive Action and a continuation of the fighting formations. This is the U.S. 29th Infantry Division. This is based on Chad Jensen's the fighting formation system, which Warrior Robe was playing. Fighting formations, I forget what the Gross Deutschland. And he told me it's not a difficult game. Napoleon in Egypt. Also, Monmouth, Germantown, and Newton. Or Newtown, but it's probably Newton. But why would you want to call it Newton if it's Newtown? So what do they call it? Newfoundland, where it's Newfoundland. Whatever, you know what I mean? Semantics. Also, Iron Storm. Ben Hull's deluxe edition of Fields of Fire. The CDG Solo System Pack number 2 by the great and the one and only STUKAJOE. Tank Duel, Mike Bertuccelli's Tank Pack number 2. It is Bertuccelli, eh? I'm confused because I'm thinking of the director, Bertolucci. No, it's Bertuccelli, that's right. Also, Rebellion Britannia and Zheng He. Also, Battle Command Volume number 1. I think this is Crusader, if I'm not mistaken. And Borican. Yeah, I can't read it anymore. And Henry, the Agent Court campaign 1413 or 1415. Shippo, but it's that. You know what? Let me expand on the 3 new games, or actually the 2 new games. So 18EUS, Eastern United States, is an 18XX railroad game for 3 to 5 players that plays under 4 hours. Players take on roles of robber barons. Who doesn't want to be a robber baron? Competing to amass the most personal wealth over the course of 5 to 6 sets of stock rounds and operating rounds. Okay, the inspiration of this game was to combine favorite elements of multiple previous 18XX games, including 1822, 1862, 18 USA, and others, and add a key new figure in the Bank of New York. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So, the Bank of New York is the key distinguishing factor of 18EUS. Players, not companies, they say, may take personal loans during stock rounds to fund their investments. Blah, blah, blah. If anybody's into 18XX games, which I don't know, I've never tried. But every time I go to Stack Academy, there's a couple of guys playing 18XX games, and they're quite involved. So look, you know what I'm saying? Now, the away team from game designer John the Soul Man Butterfield. It says here, Away Team, The Voyages of the Pandora is a game of exploring alien worlds in a distant star system. You command the Pandora, an interstellar survey ship, on its voyages of discovery. Sounds like Star Trek. Each voyage sends the Pandora to a different star system, where you assemble away teams from the ship's crew and equipment to explore planets, moons, and other sites of interest, with the following directives. These are your directives if you so choose them. Locate exo-life forms and document their physiology and behavior. Collect exo-DNA, vital to genetic science and human adaptation to life in the stars. Also identify and survey environments suitable for human settlements and development, so we can take it over and screw up that world too. And search for intelligent life and alien cultures, and if found, establish contact with goodwill. And last but not least, don't get killed. It's got 3 modes of play. John Butterfield's favorite way of doing things. The Solitaire campaign game, the Solitaire star system game. It provides one player with a repeatable play experience, commanding one Pandora voyage to a single star system. You set the experience level of your crew and the danger level of each voyage. Why must there be danger? And the 2-player game. So, by the way, the campaign game was a Solitaire campaign. So the core of the new game is a new book of 1,000 interactive passages, enhanced by 7 star system boards, each with several exploration sites, surface maps depicting different alien landscapes for the away team to explore, illustrated crew cards with attributes and skills of the people and bots aboard Pandora at various levels of experience. There's always the extra guy who's going to get killed. Voyage cards that trigger events in space and the surface, as well as surprise checks, encounter analysis, and attempts to heal and repair crew and equipment. Discovery tiles that provide findings and challenges to supplement primary encounters. Join Pandora's away team today and explore the galaxy, one fraught decision at a time. I'm blown away. This is exciting. Thank you, John Butterfield. Thank you. So what do we got next? Okay, well, new P500s on the horizon. So, next War Series. Game comes to a new theater near you, and a new 18XX you try to say this 5 times. A new 18XX accessory item What can it be? A choo-choo train. And the new Down in Flames series campaign, yeah! And game number 6 in the Levian campaign series. Possibly designed by Volko, the man who invented the system himself. And what else do we have? Let's see, there's a Fields of Fire, the Bulge campaign after action report. Andrew Stead, one of the core members of their Fields of Fire team, that's GMT's Fields of Fire team, wrote a detailed, illustrated 4-part after action report of mission number 6 of the Bulge campaign on Inside GMT over the past 6 weeks or so. Check them out at these links below. But don't click these links, go to the GMT site and click the links. You know what I'm saying? Also, a free print and play STUKAJOE style sequence of play card deck for Skies Above Britain. Co-designer Gina Willis has really gone above and beyond to help our customers get into the new Skies Above Britain. Gina took the time and initiative to create a print and play sequence of play card deck for the game. Thanks, Gina, for your extra time and effort to help players get into you and Jerry's game even more quickly. I sound a bit fishy there, the way I was saying it. But anyways, for all of you who'd like to try this print and play deck, you can download it free from our website. Enjoy. Go to GMT website, download the cards, make them happy. Come on. And Volko Ronke presents Tuscan Politics in Inferno. Volko has managed to pack into 24 minutes of video a concise and well-organized overview of 13th century Tuscan politics, rivalries, and military affairs. Volko uses the game map and pieces to show us exactly how Inferno simulates the realities of politics and warfare in central Italy during the conflict between the Guelphs and the Ghibellines, or Ghibellinus. Isn't that a dish, a Tuscan Ghibelline or something? Joking. If you have any interest in Inferno or in the life of conflict in 13th century Tuscany, click the image at the top left and immerse yourself into a period of the game as you would get a... Let me start over again. That was pretty good. I was on a tear. If you have any interest in Inferno or in life in conflict in 13th century Tuscany, click the image at the top left and immerse yourself into the period and the game as you get a blended game of history education from the master teacher and student of history. Enjoy. I gotta learn how to breathe. I didn't learn that in theater class. It's because my sinuses, man. You know what I mean? They don't want to listen to me. Hey, Danny, you can do this, you can do that. No, I can't. I got sinus problems. You shut up. All the time. Vassal Ladder, I should say, tournament for the last 100 yards. And Vassal Ladder tournament for Combat Commander. Check it out. Okay? All the info's there. I like Combat Commander. You know what I'm saying? Reminds me of those good old days with Carl Parazzi. And the most requested P500 games by orders received through November 17th from you. That's right, you. Mr. President. I think that's Gene's game. Red Dust Rebellion. That's the 3-minute board game guy. I keep forgetting his name. Twilight Struggle. Space Empires, all good things, a John Butterfield game. And the Russian Campaign. China's War. North Africa 41. The Weimar Republic. A supplement to the next war, number 3. The Pure Land. And Freddy Fred Servaz, A Jest of Robin Hood. Or a guest. Yeah, I think it's a jest. Hey, that's all. Also, the British way, and an 18XX game called 1833 NE, and a Command & Colors Napoleonic expansion number 7, La Grande Bataille Napoleonique. It says La Grande Bataille Napoleonics. Keep it French. Keep it French. Never crying out loud. That's that for that. And what do we have here? Charging and shipping. Let me get to it. Charging and shipping. So here's a look at their current and near future charging and shipping. Current charges, shipments. We are shipping the following games now. Charioteer. Skies Above Britain. Second edition rules plus PAC for Hitler's Reich. PAC. I got a blank. So these are not charged. They're free to all who placed a P500 order for the game originally, and also free on a first come first serve basis as long as the rest of our copies last. Next charges / shipments. We plan to charge for the following items on Thursday, December 1st, and begin shipping in early December. Dominant Species Marine, second printing already. Next War Poland, second edition. Next War Supplement number 3, and Twilight Struggle, Red Sea. Man, a lot happening at GMT these days. And so last but not least, what do we have here? It says the production outlook. Well, the shipping now, I just read you. Charioteer, Skies Above Britain, Hitler's Reich, Dominant Species, The Twilight Struggle, and At Sea. Scheduled arrival at port. It's actually at sea as we speak. And it's Banish the Snakes, Inferno, the Russian Campaign Deluxe 5th edition, and its mounted map boards. Separately, but they are together. You know what I'm saying? And ladies and gentlemen, what do we got here? The end of the GMT update for November. See you next month.
Black Jay. Black Jay. Black Jay.
And here we go with the news. Just for your information, as I was collecting my resources on the net to make this show, the power went off. So some people are going to be mentioned twice, and that's because of the amount of time that the electricity was out. Some reviewers and or playtesters and or unboxers had enough time to put out more content. So I got the latest content of Wargaming news, and it's going to be an addendum. Don't worry, the addendum will be incorporated in the show, and I'm going to shut up and go on with what's going on in the news today for you. That great channel, Legendary Tactics, has 4 videos out. Command and Colors Ancients, the digital edition, a campaign playthrough, plus Situation Number 2, Strategy, Panzer Blitz Strategy, that is. And his top, or when I say their top game in 2022, their top game, not their top games, their top game of 2022, plus Flashpoint South China Seas, how to play, learn how to play this board game on Legendary Tactics. On the great channel that is Indie Nidel's channel, World War II. 4 videos this week. Kiev liberated, celebrations in Moscow, November 12th, 1943. You thought it was now, it ain't. Plus, the real reason for Hitler's war. Kill 'em all! Special edition. This is a World War II special edition. Also, Fighting for Sex on the Home Front. The porn stars of World War II pinups on the home front. That should be interesting. Got a lot of views. And Baltic people joined the SS, War Against Humanity. The SS, huh? What can I tell you? On Cataclysm now, we got 4 videos. Warsaw Falls and an imminent Russian retreat. When Eagles Fight. This is a GMT game and continues. The rest of these videos are from When Eagles Fight, a GMT game. The second video is Breakthrough and the Battle for Kovno, the Brusilov Offensive, and Russian Gains, and the Polish Front. All this on Cataclysm Now. World War II Solitaire board game channel has 12 videos out. 12, right? He's doing a Freezing Inferno Kickstarter preview, plus 1, 2, 3 videos of B-17 Queen of the Skies episode 6, 7, and 8. Also, 2 playthroughs of Patton's Best episode 23 and 24. Also a playthrough of American Tank Ace episode 1 and 2. That is 2 videos. And he does a Hunters C3I expansion playthrough Type UA of Gregory M. Smith's The Hunters. This guy, he's got 2 videos out, episode 9 and 10. And he does Mike Lambo's, check this out, man, Lone Sherman. Yeah, I love it. Thank you, Mike. I'm gonna be interviewing Mike soon, so we can see what's the dealio. And a playthrough again, as I said, of Lone Sherman, a Mike Lambo game. Mission number 2, Tiger Hunt. All this on World War II Solitaire board game channel. Combat board games. 2 videos out, and I'm bagging. Pusin Perimeter from Dark City Games. And reviewing Soviet Dawn Deluxe Edition. This is a game published by Worthington Publishing. And the Ukraine guy, Denis Davidov, has 8 videos out concerning an update from Ukraine. I suggest you go check him out. Attack on NATO. Was it a Russian rocket that landed in Poland? I mean, if it was Russian and it was a mistake and Putin didn't order this, then they're going to say no. But if Putin ordered it, of course he's going to say yeah. But if it's Ukrainian, Kinisachi. Watch Denis Davidov on your daily updates in the war, or on the war in the Ukraine. One of my friends opened up a fishing channel, and his name is Zach. Fishing with Raymond and Fishing OD Challenge. And you know what? This guy's getting backed by Shimano, and he's making waves, man. If you like fishing, go check it out. I just wanted to say that, help out my friend Zach. Actually, it's my daughter's friend, but, On Fenny Rob 4 videos, Dungeons, Dice, and Danger board games. This is a playthrough. Roll Camera board game, a Kickstarter secret promo, a Warhammer 40k scenes from a tournament, plus Roll Camera board game, B-movie expansion, an unboxing, no talking on Fanny Rob. My paisan from down south, he's probably got as much snow as I do there. Christopher Prest has 12 videos out. Another example for streamlining. Plus Der Weltkrieg, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 videos on Der Weltkrieg with a running time of approximate 7 minutes. Also a video that he calls Want to Take a Short Sitting in the Big Chair for the Grand Campaign. A lot of this is on Der Weltkrieg. Check out Christopher Prest doing World War I. Gamer's Closet. 2 videos that are banned video games beat the border and reality. Also a quick Draw McGraw private eye game, review on how to play. These are these fun games that I'm talking about. You know, you got a couple of beers and you play quick Draw McGraw. What can I say? On Tanks Zone, 2 videos, how to pick right equipment for World of Tanks, and I got my back is itching. Plus Starlink, internet gaming. I don't know if this is good for Vassal and all that, but you know, some people don't play Vassal, they play other games. Well, what can I say? On Hex Encounters, 2 videos of the same game. Spruance Leader, base game playthrough part 3, and a submarine expansion first look and playthrough. On Hex Encounters, a game by, I forget by who, but it's a game published by DVG. You want the game, you want 25% off on the game, go to the site. Use the code. Use the code, Luke. On Smart War Games, 12 videos out. The first one is Austerlitz 1805 by CCS. So this is content and gameplay. Also Air Defense, Gettysburg by Tuscan Research System, and the general content and gameplay, warfare in the Napoleonic era. Also Combat Mission Red Thunder Battle Pack, and Kharkiv First Day of War, Ukraine War Modification. Or mod. I don't know if you say modification, but that's what it is. And King of the Tank, Romania mod. Naval Hurricane released on Steam. These are video game people that have quite a bit of subscribers, and it should be fun, and it's about wargaming, so that's what it is. Plus, Clad in Iron, Chincha Islands, and Chemical Warfare Gloves Off, Flashpoint campaigns. All this on Smart War Games. You know what I'm saying? On Storm of Steel, 3 video games. Through the Mud and the Blood Rules review. Also 1914 Rules review. And O Group Assault on Saint Mavu or Mavu Battle Report. All this on Storms of Steel, who won the Best Painting Tutorial video from the Caesar Awards 2021. I won't get that award soon. No, I won't. Bill Thornton has 4 videos out. This is like a Zilla Blitz kind of guy. Tower 3D Pro, Paris, Evening Shift. He's playing with planes, plus second season football, and new equipment. He bought a turntable, and inside crease hockey. I'm telling you, he's pulling an ID Jester. What can I say? On War Stories, 1 video. Was strategic bombing actually effective during World War II? Secrets of War in War Stories. George Chiotis. This is everything ASL, so Advanced Squad Leader playing SK4. Welcome back, part 2 of 3 on George Chiotis' channel. Watch a movie, relax, look at these crappy movies. Sometimes you just want to flake, drool and watch a movie like that on Horror Central, where you can watch Eyes of the Dead, amongst other stuff like The Party Crasher and Dead Don't Die in Dallas. Dead do dee dadu. The Dusted Game Shelf has 4 videos out. Audiobooks help with mental health. They sure do. They help me, because I've got ADD problems, and I tell ya, reading, tedious, listening, much better. I'm a listening guy. I'm a musician. I learn in my ears. Give Dungeons & Dragons 5th the flick. Really? Also, have you ever played Giant Robots? Looks like fun. And the Swamp Boat Assembly. All this on the Dusted Game Shelf. On Pushing Cardboard, a most fearful sacrifice unboxing. Mike Lambo's Solitaire Book Games YouTube channel. 2 videos, Lone Sherman, Artificial Intelligence Turn Action, plus Ghosts of the Jungle playthrough of Mission 3 Rescue Op. Mike Lambo. We'll be interviewing him soon. U-Boater 658 has 3 videos out. 2 videos concerning Traveler Companion, episode 14, Finding Alien Empires, it's Alien, I thought it was Alan, parts 1 and 2, plus Sea Power and State, an unboxing and overview. It's a V unboxing, so it must be a video unboxing. I learn something all the time. I love learning, you know what I'm saying? Zilla Blitz has 8 videos out. Tank Clash Western Front unboxing from Amoeba Games. This is a war game historical game. And he's back on his trucks, man. I gotta try this truck stuff. Looks like fun. Grand Tour achievement. And Lazarus Ridge playthrough, a game by David Thompson, published by DVG. Back on trucks with gallery feature. Back on trucks. He's going to Texas. And Best Beginner War Games. What are the top introductory war games, in his opinion? Plus, he's playing Antietam Pub Battle unboxing, U.S. Civil War. I have one of these pub battles. Actually, I have 2. I have Brandywine, and I have Vlad, Forest of the Impaler. Dracula's Final Stand. Beautiful map. And another truck video. I gotta talk to him. Say what's up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need a little bit of advice. We don't have any money. You find a good guy who gives advice, or a good person who gives advice on the net. And this one here is Listen My Son, with 175,000 subscribers. And you just for mental health's sake, And he does stuff like trail run with push-ups, because exercising in mental health is always really helpful, especially for depression. But it's very hard to get yourself out and going. But sometimes you need a little bit of a boost. This could be a boost, And he talks about rain repellent and Guillermo del Toro Cabinet of Curiosities. I watched that. It's kind of fun. Also, overcoming shyness and pathological introversion. Sometimes being shy there, to the outside world, you come off like being a snob, right? Because you're so shy. Someone says hi as they pass by, and you just kind of say nothing because you're freaking out. You're so shy. I get it. And, that's that for that, eh? And nepotism here. Look at me. Bullseye Curly Cut Trio, Chariton, Highgate, and Stokeby's. Few people know what I'm talking about. Great. If you don't, watch the show. Make me happy. Subscribe. What's it gonna do? Nothing. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? Juste Garde. 2 videos out. One of them with Volko's beautiful face there at the San Diego HISCON 2022 Day 1. Flashpoint, South China Seas. What else you gonna play at Harold Buchanan's, HISCON? Also, Days 2 and 3, Waterloo Campaign 1815 and Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? Keep it in the family. The Tabletop Edge, combined WIFCE, Department of Defense, 3, Campaign 1936 and 1946 playthrough, number 4. Whoa, this is a mouthful. Plus. World in Flames, for God's sakes. And combined World in Flames campaign, DOD, Department of Defense, Dawn of the Dead, campaign playthrough number 5, May to June 1936. Man, okay, the war hasn't started yet, you know what I'm saying? All this on the tabletop's edge. On Dave's Gaming Cave, we have Fields of Fire Restart Bulge campaign, mission number 1, turn 4. Again, this is a game I want to get on the table, and that's that. And we'll be right back.
Hello everyone, this is Michel Leviathan Sorbet from the Polish YouTube channel Wojennik TV. As usually, here is my very quick roundup of the content published on Wojennik TV during the last 7 days. Last week was all about Aleph Game Studio, an Italian company which released a lot of interesting war games, and during the previous week I released not less than 2 videos which were focused on games released by Aleph Game Studio. Firstly, on Sunday, I released a very long playthrough of La Belle Époque, a game by Paolo Carraro, which is set in the late 19th and the early 20th century. This is a game all about the diplomatic struggle, about the rivalry between the great powers, France, Great Britain, the Central Powers and Russia. I have already spoken about La Belle Époque during one of my previous roundups because I released already a review of this game in Polish. An English one will follow, but this week I released a long playthrough of using the solo mode, in which I played against 3 bots. Incarnating a French leader, I tried to overcome the 3 overpowers. The second video, which was released during the last 7 days, was the Polish review. On Thursday, I released the review of Parma 1734, another war game released by Aleph Game Studio. This time, this is a game designed by Enrico Acerbi, and this is a game focused on the War of the Polish Succession in the 30s of the 18th century. This is a game about the Battle of Parma, or the Battle of Crocetta, fought between the French and the Piedmontese troops against the Austrians. This battle finished with a French and Piedmontese victory, although this was not a very spectacular victory, but it's still secured the French and Piedmontese lines. It secured also Parma itself, which was under Austrian threat. So this was the review of this game. An English version, as well as it concerns La Belle Époque, will also be published in some time. And those were the 2 wargaming related videos. As you can see, it's all about Aleph Game Studio. As always, I wish you an excellent weekend. Have a great gaming. See you next time.
on a new channel I just found. I should have found it a long time ago. For our Spanish viewers, an unboxing of Simple Great Battles of History, 2nd edition in Spanish. War games and strategy. War games y estrategia. On the blue tweezers. Edge Hill 3 Musket and Pike Dual Pack GMT. This is a live stream playthrough 3 with Cole Dano. Aye. Gamer Hudson. Fields of Fire, their Bulge campaign expansion, a quick look. New channels, I just love it. Also, a podcast channel. It's called Dads on a Map. Check it out. They talk about, they continue their head-to-head 2-player game series. In this episode, they discuss 2 smaller scenarios from Empire of the Sun, a game designed by, obviously, Mark Herman, and a lot of other stuff. Check it out. I like it. And Once Upon a Game, Kevin Kitchens, if I'm not mistaken, 1846, The Race for the Midwest. An unboxing. This is a game designed by Tom Lehman, published by GMT. Another podcast. This is Pushing Cardboard, featuring Kai Jensen and Weekend at the Warehouse. Phil of Games. You get it? Phil. Like Phil Collins. Phil. Whatever. Full review GMT games. Fire in the Lake. I see 5 stars here. This is the game by Mark Herman and Volko Ronke. I saw this thing, Games Gazette Online. I can't tell you how this is an incredible resource type website. Go check it out and let me know. All right. World War II Solitaire board game channel. American Tank Ace 1944 to 1945, episode 3, a playthrough plus B-17 Queen of the Skies, episode 8, a playthrough. This is one of those addendums. And we have Christopher Prest continuing his live stream reminder for November 19th, 1 o'clock, and Der Weltkrieg TG says here, 240. Christopher Press, that's my paisan from down south. Smart War Games, 2 other videos, Chemical Warfare, Gloves Off, Flashpoint, Campaigns, Southstorm US Campaigns, on Smart War Games. War Stories put out another video, When Britain Stood Alone, the complete story of the Battle of Britain. All this in 2 hours and 19 minutes. Hey, relax, smoke a pipe, have a coffee, you know what I'm saying? Watch a show. Diagonal Move has 1 video, Until the Bitter End. Tanks. This is a print and play component overview on Diagonal Move. The Board Games Chronicle, 2 videos I should say, Great Battles of Julius Caesar, Lutetia, or Lutetia, probably Lutetia, 52 BC Part 2, and How to Play Caesar. Seize Rome in 20 minutes. I think this is a Plastic Soldier Company game. The great channel that is Kings and Generals, the Battle of Hydaspes. Oh my god. Hydaspes, 326 BC. Someone tell me how to pronounce this. Conquest of Alexander the Great. This is a documentary. Plus the Battle of Bunagona, Pacific War number 52. Ukraine attack on Crimea and the grain deal. A Russian invasion documentary. And How Dark Were the Dark Ages, medieval documentary on Kings and General. I'm sure they pronounce words better than I do. You know what I'm saying? Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, 2 videos out. Command and Colors Ancients, 610. Facteria. And Grant, I should say, takes command 2 in Great Battles of the American Civil War. Scenario number 1, the Battle of the Wilderness, a rematch on Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials. Hex to Hex, 2 videos, The Wilderness, the 5th of May, 1864, Part 2, and Falkirk Finale. KilRoyWasHere, my consigliere, has 8 videos, 1 sci-fi fantasy Saturday, Final Girl, Super Epic Mega All-In Unboxing and Brief Overview. Also, the Battle of Fismus, Disrupted River Crossing, an OSG unbagging. Plus, the struggle for New France, the French and Indian Wars 1755 to 1762. Plus, a continuation of French and Indian Wars board game Volume 1. Or is this... I gotta see it, you know what I'm saying? But it's I see 2 videos on the French and Indian Wars. Also, The Last 100 Yards, Mission Pack number 1 by Mike Denson and published by GMT. Plus, it continues French and Indian Wars board game Volume 2, an unboxing and overview. Battles for a Shenandoah, a Death Valley expansion by GMT. He's going crazy. Norway 1940, a PQ-17 expansion by GMT, an unbagging. All this craziness on KilRoyWasHere. On My Own Worst Enemy, I should say, 2 videos. CSA American Civil War Turn 2, Part 2, plus The Struggle for New France, 2nd edition, and this is an unboxing. Respect, Jim Ozarski, 3 videos. Man, he's going World War II now. Operation Neptune, Part 3 for Rommel, plus a Roaring Start, Part 4 for Spearhead, and a second probe into Bas de Moins for Chain of Command. One of them is World War II. Wise Guy History has 8 videos out. Skies Above Britain, an unboxing, plus scene number 1, First Blood from Crossing the Line, a game by VUCA Simulations, and a final report of Scenario 2, the Turkish counterattack from assault on Gallipoli. Plus, First Dogfight, Scenario number 1, a flyby from Skies Above Britain, second dogfight, and a campaign intro, Crossing the Line, Aachen 1944, a tense back and forth swirling dogfight Scenario 3, Undertale from Skies Above Britain, and game comparison, Space Corps and High Frontier. I'm gonna watch that. But John Butterfield thingy. On the Tank Museum, Vixen and Fox, the Tank Museum. I said it, you saw it. Dragon Man, 8 videos out. He was on the news. He's on the news because of his flag display at Dragon Man's. I think he has 150 American flags. Plus, he gives a Veterans Day museum tour, and he's probably selling an MG42. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Man. You gotta watch Dragon Man once in a while. Eh? I'm telling you.
When facing tanks, having an anti-tank option is a good idea. In this week's video, we look at the 4 basic anti-tank options for upfront players. This includes bazookas and Panzerschrecks, the Panzerfaust, the anti-tank rifle, and the anti-tank magnetic mine. The rules are briefly discussed for each anti-tank option. This will help new upfront players better understand how to defeat those pesky tanks. And I'll see you next Wednesday.
Ben Harsh of Harsh Rules breaks down Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit number 1, Part 1. The man who goes by the name of Jeff has 12 videos out. All of them on Spruance Leader, Rules Playthrough, Transition to Second Link Campaign, Mission 4, He's on a Tear, by the man who goes by the name of Jeff, Spruance Leader by DVG on Jeff's channel. Poindexter Game continues his fantastic videos with America Bomber, Evil Queen of the Skies. This is a game by Gregory M. Smith, and he does mission number 5. Welcome back, Poindexter. Tony of Tony's Board Life has one video out. He finishes off with Heroes of the Bitter Harvest and starts up DVG Thunderbolt Apache Leader, Iraq 1991, Surge, Part 1. You know, I think this is what started off all of DVG's great solitaire games. Dad vs. Son, 12 videos out only. Continues with Combat with Dad's Dodgy Dozen. And all the way to Mission 20, Part 15, Home for Tea and Crumpets on Dad vs. Son. On War Stories with Mark Felton, he found some old guns in China. I don't know if this is his podcast, but it's Mark Felton, Dr. Mark Felton to you. Dragoon Commander Assault Red Horizon 41 at the Armchair Dragoon Wargame HQ's Origins 2022, and Mace at Jeff Con Saturday Walk Around. This is a Saturday morning walk around. Timmy of Hairbrain Games has 4 videos out. He's unboxing 878 Vikings. This is by Academy Games, plus unboxing Ultimate Railroads and reviews Planet Unknown. Sounds cool. Plus Hogs of War. Sounds fun. On Hairbrained Games. ID Jester has 8 videos out only. White Star Rising Nations, Rising Nations at War. White Star Rising. This is a Nations at War, a lock and load publishing game, plus 3 videos of Nemo's War Parts 1, 2, and 3, and a live unboxing of Obsession plus Upstairs Downstairs Useful Box Wes's and Extra Wes's. Plus Cicadia Solo Random Setup First Try, Cascadia, Cicadia, and Arc Nova Solo Playthrough Random Setup, plus Metal Dawn Solo Setup Random Game No Gameplay Part 1 on ID Jester. My Favorite Frenchman Freddy, Fred Serval, 1 video out of Homoludens Freezing Inferno designer interview of Vakushin Nishavich. I hope I said it right, Vakushin. I hope I said it right. The Oaken Night, the PBS voice of wargaming. Shiloh, April 6th, playthrough part 3 of 3 on the Oaken Night. I mean, ding, 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 very PBS, yes. We have Lock and Load Publishing, Glory and Empire, First Victories, spread the word, he says. Also, Glory and Empire Boot Camp, The Basics, on Lock and Load Publishing. That's right. Liz Davidson of Beyond Solitaire has Amabel Holland on Endurance. Amabel Holland of HOLLANDSPIELE. Plus, 2022 People's Choice Top 200 Solo Games, Part 2, 51 to 100. And Hiplomachus Remastered, a review of that game. Check out that helmet. Holy moly. Mark Felton of Mark Felton Productions has 4 videos out. Hitler's STG-44 in post-war service, plus FT-17, the World War I tank used until the 1980s. Good luck. And post-war Czechoslovakia's Third Reich weapons, and Churchill's guns, Britain's well-armed Prime Minister. All this on Mark Felton Productions. Simple History, 2 videos out. Soviet BTR still being used in the Ukraine war, and Korea's People's Army Guards who escaped North Korea. Why would you want to escape such a bountiful country? Jan Heinemann, let's play history, friendly fire at Metz. This is in German. Open Saturday Kriegspiel and Magic the Gathering. But he doesn't say and, he says und, for our German listeners. The Hugh Hefner of War Games. Wardy roleplays World War II. Whoops. On Scenario 11 of Fighting Formation. That's not good, but whoops. It's 1 minute and 12 seconds of whoops. And running a convention game after action report and chat on Wardy roleplays World War II. The Professor Riccardo Mazzini does a mini war log, the culture of ludica, of playing games, that is. How would you say that? Of ludis, well, I'm not gonna even try it. With Andrea Angiolini. What is a good game? What is a good board game? Also, War Log unboxing the library of Napoleonics battles. This is a Napoleonics library game. I'm sure of it. Look at this, the cop that is Wayne Hansen still hasn't used that wicked video I did for him. Hound him. Ungrateful that he is. Recon, the Hill of Death, Champion Hill. This is a game by Tiny Battle Publishing. That's right, the cop that is Wayne Hansen. Dave of Centurions Reviews has 1 review out, and it's Patton's Vanguard, the Battle of Aracourt, 1944, first look, a Revolutions Games game. I like to say that, Revolutions Games game. Mo of Mo's Game Table, 1 video. Storm over Dien Bien Phu, a preview from Multi-Man Publishing. Compass Games is live with Compass Games Town Hall, episode 55. Artie of ARDWULF'S Lair is busy. Only 1 video unboxing Hill of Death by Tiny Battle Publishing. Hill of Death. On Hexes and Soldiers, 1 video. Napoleonics site with an X. So check it out. He's into Napoleonics these days. Worthington Publishing has 2 videos out. An unboxing of Video Levé en Masse Deluxe Edition, and also a preview and unboxing of Band of Brothers, The Old Breed. Mauro Faina has 2 videos out, episode 23 and episode 23 of Il Giannizzero, so that is Almoravid, Levy, and Campaign series, and he says a Giannizzero Nero video, a black video of Almoravid, the Phase, Levy, and an enemy action Kharkov. Mauro Faina for our Italian listeners. The Discriminating Gamer has 2 videos out. Cody's Top 10 Great Games in Small Boxes. This is for November 2022, plus a Border States. That's what he writes, Border States. I don't know what he means by that. The man famously known as Calandale, 3 videos this week. Enrico Viglino has Time of Wars 4 and 5 and wrap-up, plus Time of Wars reviews. The Chief of Bonding with Board Games and RPGs has 2 videos out. Rifle Through Solo Game Master's Guide by Geek Gamers and Modifius, plus E&I Shamanic Clinician number 5. Mentor Part 2, Stage Fright. He's getting into some heavy stuff here. Geek Gamers, 2 videos, Cyborg, Morkborg, Cyberpunk Plus, Nuked, a radioactive Knave hack. That's right, on Geek Gamers. Marco Omni Gamer has 3 videos. Brothers at War review, I don't know that one. Blitzkrieg, World War II in 20 minutes review by Paolo Mori, and a Cave-In review on Marco Omni Gamer. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer, HeroScape Age of Annihilation update plus American Tank Ace review through part 3, and Lone Sherman review through that book that I have by Michael Ambo.
Howdy folks, it's Meandering Mike in the Man Cave of Madness. Actually, I'm inside, but this is my weekly update, saying hi to Dan Pencaldi and everyone at No Enemies here. So on Meandering Mike's Man Cave, what did I do for this last week? 6 videos. A little slower than last week, but been lots of busy going on, so 6 videos. On last Saturday, on the 12th, I did a video on history books and games, specifically games that might be of interest to Avalon Hill's Maharaja and GMT's Genesis. Those were the games that I've been doing gameplays through on recently. So looked at some books that might be of interest to folks that are interested in those subjects. Did another video on Saturday, that same day. This was Meandering Mike Cooks Carbonara in the Dark. Yes, I cooked during a power outage. How can you cook during the power outage? Using just a flashlight and my trusty camera and a butane stove, I cooked carbonara. If you're interested, check it out, and you can cook good stuff too. On Monday, the 14th, we had our giveaway celebrating 100 subscribers for my channel. And Alistair Logie, he won that. And he selected the game Fatal Alliances from Compass Games. Congratulations, Alistair. On Wednesday, the 16th, I did an unboxing of a game called March on the Drina. This is a World War I game, Serbian campaign. It's from a design house in Serbia called Princeps Games, and it was released in the US from Gigamet Games. And I discovered that our one and only Dan Pencaldi has his pretty mug in that game. It's on one of the standees, and he's in the rule book. So check it out if you're interested in that. On Thursday, I did another public service announcement on food storage. Yes, my last one, I called it Final Thoughts on Food. I thought I was done, but I discovered some more goodies that I needed to put away in the man cave. And so I created another food service called Afterthoughts on Food Storage. So one of the favorite foods that I talk about from food storage is making 4-bean salad. And ways that you can hype that up in turbo mode, adding all sorts of good stuff to that. How you can make a large quantity of that. I talked about other foods. If you're interested again in the food storage, check that out. If you're not, don't. And then I spent the wee hours of tonight. This is actually being recorded at 3 o'clock in the morning on Friday, but after midnight in the man cave of madness in the garage, I was filling cracks in the concrete floor in the garage. Yeah, you got to do your handyman tasks when you have a chance to do them. So I was filling cracks, I was installing racks, and I'm going to organize stacks of war games. So that's what I was doing on my late night time. Now, I skipped one video over that I had done back on Wednesday. This was my latest game giveaway, which is active now, and that is for Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, we'll be giving away 2 games. Not 2 games to one person, 2 drawings for a game each. So you can win. And by now you should know the way to do that is to subscribe to my channel. Go find that video, watch it, like it, and comment. Now, because this is for Thanksgiving, it's American Thanksgiving, so it's only open to US subscribers this time. But we will do a 200 subscriber celebration later, and that'll be open to people all around the world. But for Thanksgiving, in the comment, the way you enter is comment and mention something that you're thankful for. It can be anything. It can be your family, some favorite food, your whole closet of war games, whatever it is. Just that's how you enter, is make a comment mentioning something that you're thankful for. And then on Thanksgiving Day, which is Thursday of next week, once I get home from my family celebration, I will make 2 drawings and you guys can win. So go ahead and find that video, subscribe, like, comment what you're thankful for, and you can win. So that's it, folks, for Meandering Mike's Man Cave, and back to Dan Pencaldi and No Enemies Here.
Thanks, Mike. Another week, another show. And man, what a show this has been. You know, when you're into a routine that for 5 years, every Friday night, Friday in the day, sometimes Thursday to get ready for Friday, you make a show and it doesn't happen. It really throws you off. Something's out of whack today. But this is the first time that we've had a power outage in 5 years. I've been lucky. Man. Please subscribe, support this channel, and thank you for watching. I'm sorry about the power failure. Stuff happens. And with that said, I'm gonna go smoke myself a pipe, a well-deserved pipe, and this will be up instantaneously in about 10 minutes. Ciao.